which function are you plugging in? So if y was equal to f of g of x, so g of x is the inner function, what's g of x going to be? I'm giving you a hint. X to the... Yes. If that's that, what's f going to be? 2 to the... Exactly, right. And if that's true, the chain rule tells us y prime is equal to f prime g of x times what? Yeah, g prime of x. G prime of x. So what's f prime? Well, let's do these out. What is f prime? 2 to the x times ln 2. And what's g prime? 3x squared. So what you do is you actually just fill in this chart right here. You fill this in right here. Fill this in. And that highlighter is, I'll just do the whole thing. You fill this in right here with those values. So you're plugging g of x into f prime. So here's f prime. You're plugging g of x in right there. You're plugging g of x in right there. So what do you get? Y prime is therefore equal to 2 to the cubed ln 2. That's the first part, but then you have to multiply by g prime. What is g prime? 3x. Yes. So that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from. If you ever get totally stuck, break it apart. And when you're dealing with the chain rule, especially at the beginning now, even if it really makes sense, write this out. Write out y equals f of g of x and write y prime that. Write it down. Write it down. Sometimes, like, I don't generally do that because I've done it many, many times, but sometimes I get stuck. This helps you remember each piece. This helps you remember each piece. The rule you're using is the product rule, and this is what I would do if it was me doing this out. If it was me doing this out, you would see my work and it would look like this. I would say f prime, and I would say that's equal to 3e to the 3x plus 2 times x cubed plus e to the 3x plus 2 times 3x squared. That's what I would write out. That's the order I put it in. I do the derivative of the first times the second plus the first times the derivative of the second. That's what I do. I keep f before g regardless of if it's differentiated or not. Over here, what do you drop to the front first? What gets dropped to the front? The 12. 12 times 4 is?
48.
So you have 48, 2x minus 6 to the 11th. But don't forget the chain rule. What do you have to put outside of it? Times 2. Exactly. So you might see 96, 2x minus 6 to the 11th. Is that a lot faster than multiplying out 2x minus 6 to the 12th power? Yes, it is. It is a lot faster. It is a lot faster. So on this one right here, try doing this one alone right here. It'll take a second to load. It'll get everybody. It's super important that you are able to write it out like this. It's super important. If you can write it out like that, you have full command of the chain rule. You have full command of the chain rule if you can write it out like that. One right here. The derivative of the top. The derivative of the top. Can someone just read off for me, Calvin? What's the derivative of the top?
45 times 3x.
Hold on. Just do it a little bit piece by piece. 15, 3x plus 2 to the times. That's low d high minus, what's the high function? This is jumping around. I'm sorry. It's being really sensitive. Low d high minus high, so it's 3 times 3x plus 2 to the 5th times the derivative of the bottom. Can someone tell me what the derivative of the bottom is? Connor, what's the derivative of the bottom? Is